மாதிரி இல்லையா பிரபு ஃபைவ் கேட்ச்னு சொல்லி.
Okay.
I am Dr. Elton from Tiruchirappalli. I am the in charge for Nature Club of Bishop Beaver College for a long time. I have been watching birds for the last 40 years in and around Trichy. Trichy is a very potential area for avian flora because it has both types of habitats, both wetlands and dry land. Especially the dry land in the Thoriyur and Pachamale area support a large number of raptors and other carnivore birds. Whereas the other side of the Trichy, which is a wetland which is fed by river Kaveri, has numerous water bodies which support waterfowl. Especially the Kiliyur Lake is a very interesting area where you have around 160 species of birds, including some 70 migratory birds. It is a IBA site, important birding area sites, which supports a large amount of waterfowl. The migratory birds comprises mainly of ducks like shoveler, gargani, widgeon and other ducks. And also the raptors also like great spotted eagle come there to feed on the waterfowl. This system support the waterfowl not only for feeding but also for roosting and breeding also. Some local birds breed in the acacia and nilotica trees found inside the lake. There is a very good reed bed which support rails to breed, and the floating vegetation helps like coots and jacanas and little grapes breed in this lake. The local community people actually they support the birds because of the presence of the birds. Most of the time year round the lake is having water, so they use the water for irrigation. So this particular lake not only support the wildlife, it support the local people also. The idea is if the forest department and the local administration are able to declare this as a protected area, more number of people can come and visit this area, and throughout the year this water body can have water so that the resident birds will always thrive throughout the year.
Birds, as you say, one of the important components of the biodiversity, and India, as we know, we have diverse habitats and diverse species which are here. In addition to that, since India falls along the Central Asian flyway, we get almost 175 species of birds which are coming from abroad. And during winter, when the climate is not suitable for them there to search for enough food, after breeding they all come and winter in India. India is one of the main areas where they winter because they come from Arctic till Indian Ocean. So some of the wetlands around Trichy, we have larger wetlands, moderate wetlands, I mean medium-sized wetlands, and then we have smaller wetlands also. Generally, it is thinking is there that smaller wetlands might not be of use, but what we in ecology call it as satellite wetlands are very important for birds, because the larger wetlands are usually used for roosting in addition to feeding. But these smaller wetlands, as we came this morning and we were seeing a lot of birds, coming to sleep in the night, and then they were leaving in the morning. These birds go into the nearby habitats like the paddy fields and also the smaller wetlands around, which is very important, because if all birds come into one area, then there will be overpopulation, and that might not even help the birds to survive there for a longer time. So they have to leave. So these birds, animals in general, they know how to use their habitat or any resources which they have. They share it, and they also move out when they know that it is reducing. So this wetland, Klenur, we have around 60 to 70 species which comes every year, and we have some species are resident migrants. That is, it breeds, some population breeds here and some comes from within India, what we call it as within country migration. A migration as such is triggered mainly due to climate, or basically when the daytime starts reducing in the area where they breed, then they start moving into the areas where they have longer periods of light, so that they can feed for longer time. And also, if you see from the place where they come, the snowfall is there. Most of the habitat become inhabitable, so they move to the southern parts, which is more warmer and more suitable for them to look for food. And if you see this lake, we generally see lake as a water body, but if you see, birds would look at different, what we call it as smaller habitats within that. Like you have open waters, you have vegetation, floating vegetation, we have submerged vegetation, we have emergent vegetation, which can be seen there. So emergent vegetation are used for hiding, roosting. Roosting is sleeping in the night or resting. But ducks, usually what they do is they come and stay in the open waters, because open waters are generally mostly deep waters they choose, because they are not disturbed by other people or other animals. So they come in daytime, they come and sleep, and then the mornings and late evenings they start feeding. Justice Joshua. I am a ecologist, a wildlife ecologist, and biodiversity conservation consultant.
Good morning. I am Dr. R. Carlton from the Department of Environmental Sciences, Bishop Weber College. I have been coming to this Kiliyur Lake for the past 8 years, and I have been involved in lot of activities, including bird census, bird identification, and creating awareness to the local communities, including students. So I have been coming to see the birds every time, and usually the birds come here during the month of November and stay till January. So here we receive lot of migratory birds as well as residential birds and local migrant birds, and the total number in a single day we can easily record more than 10,000 individuals of birds. That's from different species. Especially we have species like the pelican and the great flamingos coming to this location quite a few times, and pelicans are every year they are seen in the month of January and December. It has been recorded, and these are the some important facts I would like to share. And I also we have given lot of requests as to the local bodies regarding the protection of this lake and avoiding lot of illegal activities. And I also request them and the authorities to, and we have submitted a lot of proposals to the forest department regarding the status of this lake. Every year we do submit a report, and with the help of this report I would like to insist on declaring this as a lake as one of the bird sanctuaries, As we all know, Trichy is one of the hot spots of our region, central part of our state, where we don't have any attraction related to biodiversity in the district of Tiruchirappalli, where we don't have any bird sanctuary or national park in the city itself. So if declared this region as a bird sanctuary, it would be a boost our local economy and create a lot of awareness to the local communities. Thank you.
This is Griffith Michael. I'm studying PhD in Bishop College, and I visited this lake for past 7 years. And for my surprise, I have seen many rare birds and migratory birds which come from very far distance, from Siberia, from Europe countries. That we have recorded greater flamingos and bar-headed geese, which travel 15,000 kilometers, which crosses the Himalayas and reach here during the winter season. And this is one of the most famous ducks we see across India. But what's special is these ducks come here and they stay over here in this lake, and this makes this lake very special. And I request government to make this as a bird sanctuary, as we can see like 10,000 species of birds, 10,000 birds, individual birds at a time, as well as 140 species of birds which come here and visit during this winter season. And we need protection, and this protection will help us in moving forward in sustainable development of our state, as well as the area which can be used for further purposes like irrigation purpose as well as entertainment purpose, and it can be a vital role in tourist attraction as well.
Myself Gopi Anand from Bishop College. Currently I am pursuing MSc Environmental Sciences. Myself and my friends who are interested in bird watching regularly come to these Kiliyur lakes in the weekends, and we are continuously watching this Kiliyur for around 2 years, more than 2 years. And regularly we watch during migratory season, we will record nearly up to 140 species. The species like northern shovelers, northern pintail, and migratory birds like flamingos and lesser flamingos, pelicans, and garganis, and cotton pygmy goose, etc. And the resident birds like glossy ibis, nearly it will roost. It's a perfect roosting site for a glossy ibis. Nearly today you can see nearly about 6,000 glossy ibis flying here. And this site is perfect for also our local migrant birds like great cormorants and darters. And during this season, during the breeding season, they fledge their juveniles and feed them, and it will go back to their homes and near to the northern Maharashtra and all those places. And these migratory birds come from all the way from Siberia, Europe and Asia, and they just come here and feed all those feeds during this season. My name is Gopi Anand from currently pursuing MSc Environmental Sciences in Bishop College.
Thank you.
Focus
அதெல்லாம் என்னது அந்த இதில் வயலில் உட்காந்துருக்கிறதெல்லாம் சும்மா இதுதான்
இது அதெல்லாமே அந்த கொக்கு வெரைட்டி தான். நான் அதான் சொன்னேன் பார்த்தீங்களா, அங்கேருந்து வெளியே ஆரம்பிச்சிருது, வயலுக்கு நோக்கி போக ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு.
கட் பண்ணிட்டு ஷேப் இல்லாமல் ஷேப்பில் அவருக்கு ஸ்கூல் பசங்க விடணும். அவருக்கு
செகண்ட் 9 மணி நினைக்கிறேன். 7
பேட்டி ஒரு 15 நிமிஷம் ஆகும்.
இல்லை போய் எடுக்க ஆரம்பிச்சு கிளம்புறதும்
பேசி எடுத்துடலாமா சார்
நீங்கள் மைக் அங்கெல்லாம் இருக்கீங்க
அங்கெல்லாம் போகணும்
இல்லை அங்கே தான்